Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is me, the Cats, and welcome back to another episode of Easy Minds, BTS. It has been quite some time since I did an episode behind the scenes, but I figured let's just do one right now. There is a lot of content to cover. I think it's been about 2 weeks or so since the last ep. I'm going to try and keep this video, as unscripted as possible and refrain from doing as many cuts as I can because I've just gone through all the footage that I recorded in the last 2 weeks and it's full of cut, and it sort of ruins the flow of the video in my opinion. And I think these videos should ideally just be long and drawn out and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, we are back obviously on Easy Minds. Player count's looking good. We got 59 people on. It's a Sunday night, so Sunday nights are typically the busiest nights. I would say in the next 2 to 3 hours is peak time. But yeah, like I said, a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. So for what? Okay, anyway, in the last week, the server was down, and the server was down mostly due to host faults. Now, I'll play some clips of what I dealt with, but the TLDR of it all is the host was experiencing issues. I don't know what the issues were, but those issues were affecting my server. And the whole time I was being told that it's not the host's fault, it's my own fault. Issues with my scripts, things being unoptimized or whatever. And, since I'm not that great of a scripter, I was just yeah, well, that's probably the case. But, all of a sudden, our server was running... Is this guy going to get kicked for hacks? All of a sudden, the server was running smoothly. We hit 120 players or whatever when we did our Atlantis update thingy. And then afterwards, it just started experiencing huge TPS loss, and yeah, it was just really awful. And so the whole time I was thinking, oh yeah, it's probably my scripts. But deep down I was like, how can it be my scripts if nothing has really changed? And then lo and behold, after a week, it turned out to be the host's fault. And so there were days that I went where I had no access to my own server files through the hosting website. And part of me was thinking in the back of my head, oh my god, have I just been scammed out of my server, or what the hell's going on? And I had quite the crash out, which I'll play now for you guys. What's up, guys? Me, the Cats. Welcome back to the BTS. I've literally just hopped on my laptop and I've decided to start recording because everything right now is an absolute mess with Easy Minds. Let me show you this for starters. So this is server tracker thingy majiggy. We can see sort of the performance or the player count of Easy Minds over the last 24 hours. And each one of these drops is basically the server crashing or the server restarting. So absolutely not what you want to see. And yeah, it's just been flatlining really for the entire day. The last 6 hours, it's been, ultimately since yesterday, it's been completely flatlined. Nobody's been playing it. I haven't been playing it. I haven't even been home. I literally just got home. My server is hosted on a dedicated with some other people, and it doesn't really matter who they are. I'm not going to hide who they are, who they aren't. I don't think they've done anything wrong. I think it is issues with the hosting provider themselves. And what they've done is they've gone to the hosting provider to see if the hosting provider is able to fix some of the issues. And it's a 50-50 at this moment. It's either 50% the hosting provider's fault or 50% my fault. I feel like I have tested so much on my own server to try and figure out what it is. What is causing the lag. Maybe it's a memory leak, maybe it's a script. I really don't know what the problem is. And I've done countless upon countless of Spark timings reports and health reports and switching off certain plugins and re-enabling them and disabling scripts, re-enabling. And I've done this for the last week, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out what the problem is because the TPS is all over the place and the MSPT keeps climbing over 50. It's honestly undiagnosable at this point. So the only thing that I can think is, hey, maybe it's nothing to do with me at all and it's actually the host because, I haven't changed anything on my server and it's just not working and it's completely unplayable. So we're going to take a look at the panel now because it's literally been offline all day. I was on my phone out at the shops and I tried restarting the server from my phone and I wasn't able to. So we're going to have a look at it and see, yeah, exactly what's going on. So we got 3 servers. Realistically, we got the box, we got the proxy, and we got the lobby. So this is the proxy. It doesn't look very friendly. This is the lobby over here, which is also pretty unfriendly. And then this is the box mining server. Look at this, 0 people online. So I think what I'll do is I'll just see if I'm able to connect to the server to see if it even is online. It's so hard to tell. I mean, I see the clear lag issues. Looks like we're connecting. No, we got kicked. Velocity proxy, the connection to the remote server was unexpectedly closed. It's usually because the remote server does not have bungee cord IP forwarding enabled. Yada, yada, yada. So the proxy isn't working. Issues with Tebex, issues with Fork, issues with Hanger. I don't understand why the server isn't starting. I want to show you where I'm at with my staff system at the moment. So I feel like when I first touched on this, I was very ambitious with everything. And I had laid out this plan, which was a really solid plan, but I think I ended up taking on too much. And at the time, I knew I was taking on quite a lot, but, you know, opportunities kept coming to me, and I felt like I was able to do anything. So one of the opportunities that came about was the potential of picking up TapForge, which is a clicker server. And I thought, oh, I could put this on my Easy Minds network. Now, that's a deal that fell through due to disagreement on price. So this is more like what the server is looking like at the moment, but we need to fix some things up here because there's been a lot of changes. So first of all, we have Box RNG, which I'll just quickly touch on. So we have our development lead, Intend, who has resigned. So this spot is now available. We then have our staff admin role, Kynes, who is still there. And then community admin role, we brought in Painted. So I need to fill this spot right here. I don't even know if I need a development lead at this point with Box RNG. Maybe more just developers that want to work with me on Box RNG. Then for Easy Minds, we have this structure here. So community manager, Zoom, has resigned. And he has sort of been the first domino for Easy Minds resignations because they've been coming out a lot in the last couple of days, and it's like the server has been laggy the last week, server's unplayable, player base is dwindling, and now the staff are resigning. And it's like, it's so crazy to see like where we were a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we were like on top of the world, and now we're at the bottom of the world. I don't even have a server. I can't even access the server. I don't even understand what's going on. And now, you know, I'm dealing with all this shit as well. So yeah, community manager is gone. Staff admin Pythium is still there. Development admin Intend, gone. Has resigned. So where does that leave us? Well, we need a community manager. We need a development manager. And I really need to look through this entire team to see who is still standing. In terms of our developers, randomly, who did the old mining script is gone. And then, you know, we have Alpha. He's more of like the sysdev. He's actually more with like the hosting provider. But then I have these 3 people here who just do sort of everyday tasks. I think there's actually a 4th. But it needs to be cleaned up because Intend was previously managing those guys and now nobody's managing them. So I don't even know what they're doing. So this is what my staff team looks like at the moment. Lots of spots that need to be filled. And this is why I'm quite annoyed because it's like the server isn't working. All the staff are leaving. The player base is leaving. I don't even know what's going on. Is this the point where I should just give up? Fair question, because I feel like a lot of people would give up at this point. So do I give up? It's really annoying because I don't want to give up. I have so much to give with Easy Minds. I have so many ideas, so many plans. If the server was just online and wasn't lagging, I could do everything that I want to do. But the server is just offline and unplayable. So like, what do I do? Well, I need to fix it somehow. But I don't have the skills to fix it. I don't even know if it's, like I said, me and the server that is the problem, and maybe it's the host that's the problem. So maybe we have to switch hosts. Like, I don't know what the solution is here, guys. So I'm looking to bring in some new faces, some new people to my team that have a different perspective that can maybe help me get things back on track, because I want EasyMinds to be #1 Minehut server, and now we're not even on the front page of the all list. We're not even online. We have 0 people online. We are nothing. We're gone. So what do I got to do? This is where I'm up to at the moment, guys. And yeah, this is why I don't know. This is why I feel really flat at the moment with everything. And if you guys are avid players of the server and you've been wondering what the hell's been going on for the last week, well, this is what's going on, right? We are in the bin at the moment. All right, what's up? Me again. Just wanted to give a quick little update as to what's going on now. It's 5:37 p.m. So I've just gone through the whole day basically. Finished at work, and I was hoping today to be able to log onto my server and download some of my files, but I've been locked out of the panel all day. Actually, I think, look, I don't know if, like, I know I'm locked out, obviously. I know the server's down, but I think the whole network is down because, like, another server on the network is this one here, Calpe, and, you know, this one is currently offline. So to me, I think the whole dedicated server host thingy-mabobby is down. But I can't even like log into my panel to see my files, to see my server, which is like infuriating. And this morning when I started, the server was up. I installed Disky onto the server, which then I think caused it to crash or it just went offline again. I don't know the root cause because I wasn't able to see the panel. And then since then, the server panel has been down. And that was about 7 hours ago. I sent another message as well to Bob Lewis as well. So 2 messages like 7.5 hours ago, and I haven't heard anything. Now, I think they are maybe asleep at this hour, but I kind of feel like I'm being screwed over here. Like, originally I was like, oh, there's no way. Now it's like, you can't convince me that I'm not being screwed over now. That this isn't some big conspiracy to take me down or some bullshit. Like, I don't want to think like that, because I think it is so ridiculous, but I know that these people are in a network, like in a tight network with other server owners on Minehut and beyond. So it's not out of the question as an option. And I don't want to throw any accusations out, but if you told me that one of these box mining servers currently on Minehut were paying to screw me over so that my server was not online, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not going to say which servers I think would do it, but again, the fact that I've been locked out of my own server, I'm just waiting now for a message from them, like, to extort me or some bullshit. Pay us $1,000 to give your server files back or some bullshit. Like, that's what I'm expecting the next steps to be at this point, because I just feel like I'm being screwed over, like I said. And I'm an idiot now because I didn't have a backup of my server on my own network. I was reliant 100% on this dedicated panel with people that I thought I could trust. Now, I do have files on the dev server for Easy Minds, but these files are pretty old. Like, I don't remember when we did the import of these files. The data that's on this server, realistically, is probably like over a month old for players. So it's not like I could just revert to this version of the server. If, like, worst case scenario, I'm not able to access these files and I'm not able to get a copy of my files in any way, then I'm going to be forced to either shut down or do a server reset or like a new season or something. And I have vowed from the beginning, I didn't want to do any server resets, but I don't know. It's like, what are the players going to want, ultimately? Are the players going to want no server or a reset server? I think both options are super shitty, but if I had to choose between one or the other, I would choose the reset option. But again, this is me just talking worst case scenario here. Like, I pray to God that I'm just tripping or something. Yeah, I don't know. If this is scam, then I'm not afraid to out individuals that are responsible for it. It's stupid if they do it. So yeah, let's just see what happens. Alright guys, so just another update obviously as to what's going on. It's now the next day, 5:20. I've just got home from the office and still no connection to the panel. This is the message I received this morning, 10 hours ago. Our host apparently has an unstable CPU in the machine. They're investigating it. It'll be done in a few hours. 4 or 5 hours later, I asked for an update. They said, hardware test still in progress. Good news, we fixed our panel. It should be done within an hour. So that was at 12. So that was 5.5 hours ago. Still nothing. Still fucking nothing, dude. Where's my fucking access to my goddamn server? You guys are not taking this shit seriously. It is excruciating. The level of like incompetence, and if it's true and like it's the host that's being shitty in this situation, like the level of urgency I'm feeling from you guys is like next to none. Give me my fucking server so that I can like take it elsewhere and get it online so I can support the community. Like, where the fuck is the server at? It has been offline now for like days, and it's been unplayable for over a week. And I can only go so long without telling people the reason why. Okay? Give me the server. This is bullshit. I'm so pissed off now. You know, I've poured so much blood, sweat, and tears into this goddamn server. Been up for 3 months. We've been peaking. We've been doing so well. And honestly, you're fucking me. Give me the fucking server. Jesus Christ. Alright guys, we got another update for you. So it's 2nd of July now, and we finally have access to our files again. Hooray! I was so relieved when I saw that these were back. Literally, as soon as I had access to the files, I did a server import onto this Bloom account that I have now as a backup. And I think realistically, I'm probably just going to run the server off of this for now because I've literally paid for the month, and it's probably a better... Oh, thanks for the subscribe, Tammy Draco. I don't know why that popped up, but yeah, literally paid for a Bluehost account to run as a backup, and I did a server import straight away. So I think when I re-release, I'm just going to re-release on this Bluehost account, and hopefully it's good enough to run the server. It should be. I mean, I paid like $80 for it. So yeah, I'm just going to host off this. I'm going to build off this, and if my original host fixes its problems and is reliable, I might switch back. But for now, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very happy with how things panned out. I didn't get scammed, though. That's the main thing that I was sort of concerned about. So I don't know where the direction of this video is going now. But yeah, we're back. We're back, and yeah, we got shit to do, you know. Realistically, I just need to fix up the mining script a little bit, make some small changes, and just do some other little things as well. But yeah, we're back. I've got my server, I've got all the data. See here, I've set up a proxy network. So we still got the proxy, we got the lobby, and we obviously got the Easy Minds server as well. All three, that's all we need. I've also linked the dev server up as well. The dev server is still hosted on Pebblehost. Yeah, everything is all over the place. But yeah, we got Easy Minds back up, looking good. We got our spawn, it's all there. We got the Atlantis event, that's all there as well. And yeah, we got some nice TPS and MSPT up the top. I mean, I'm by myself, so who knows what will happen once more people join. But yeah, we're back in business, baby. And yeah, going to be doing some cleaning up over the server over the next day or so, and we should be back soon. Yeah, what a goddamn nightmare this whole experience has been. Guys, key takeaway for you all is pretty obvious. Have a backup. Do regular backups, or server downloads, or exports, or whatever. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. Also, if you're gonna share a machine with other people, make sure you can access your file still. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what the advice there is. I'd probably say caution yourself. Like, make sure you have backups and shit. But I think if you're big enough, like if you're making over, say, a few $100s per month, then I think you can afford to run a dedicated machine by yourself and just do it that way. That's probably the safe way to do it, because then you got full control of everything, and there's no worry that anything's going to happen. Obviously, you have to maintain it all yourself, and you need to be good enough to do that. But there's that peace of mind. But yeah, this whole BTS series is just full of takeaways. Takeaway 1: back up your shit. Takeaway 2: have a dev server. Takeaway 3: don't trust devs, or new devs. Don't give up and shit to people. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. But yeah, have backups, have a dev server, and watch my BTS, because my BTS will document all the mistakes that server owners make. Don't be like me. I'm a fucking idiot. Don't be like me, guys. But yeah, we got shit to rebuild because we've been offline for a whole freaking week now. But you know me, I'm a competitive. I want to be the best. I want to be at the top. So yeah, we just need to, we have to get to it. Also, guys, I just want to show you one last L as well. Take a look at the Minehut server lobby at the moment. BSim has released. So this is BSim by Blues. Been keeping an eye on this one. Guys, I had the opportunity to invest in this server months ago, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Oh, I should have done it. I would have been rich by now. Oh, guys, this whole episode is just full of L's. that's another L. But yeah, no, congratulations on the success there, Blues. I hope it you know, it continues or whatever. It's not just like day one sort of hype. But yeah, 234. I think they had like 300 people on the server on launch. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's just another L for me, I guess. But yeah, let me get back now to Devin my shit back to normal. Oh, I don't know what this episode is, man. It's just a roller coaster of emotions. Sorry if I offended anyone in the middle of it, but I'm just so glad that I still have my server, guys, and it won't be long till we're back up to the top, baby, because I'm coming for you all. All these box mining servers that are here, you're mine, bro. I'm gonna destroy you because I'm coming for the top. That's me. So yeah, yeah. Let me get back to it. So yeah. So that's my crash out. In the moment, I was just really frustrated, and like I don't know if this is the sort of content that you guys want to see, but I try to make these episodes as realistic and as raw as possible, and this is what I experienced as a server owner. And you know, my server was literally like unplayable for a week and then down for a few days within that as well, and that really affected the player base, because then the second week, so the week that's just passed this week, the second week is, you know, I was essentially recovering from a low play count, like, you know, average of 20 players and 30, then 40, like just slowly rebuilding what was lost. And even since then, you know, even now, like we're on 60 players, which is fantastic, but 2 weeks ago we were on 100 players average. And I'll show you a graph of what that player count looks like. Like here, look at this. So, you know, this is where we were 2 weeks ago, crashed. Then we just considerably, like, we're losing players non-stop, as you can see here, like this big drop-off. And then ever since, we've been slowly rebuilding. But it's still, like, nowhere near what it was. So this week here, I've just been working on like little updates for the server, adding new additions and things like that. And I think it's been paying off quite well, to be honest. I feel like I've got back into the rhythm of things, and you know, I'm like excited about the future direction of the server. So anyway, what happened last night was the Minehut server released their summer update, and to be honest, like, I've been wanting to do a summer update for ages, but I just never got around to actually starting it because I was working on, like, other things. You know, like, I just feel like the whole server downtime has, like, really disrupted my flow. And I'm not going to blame it anymore because it has been a week since then. I should have started the summer stuff, but I just haven't. I've been working on some other ideas. Let me show you. So, like, you know, I've been working on, like, updates to Atlantis. Like, I've just been trying to, like, nerf things, make it better, because I just really want everyone to be able to complete everything and like max out their armor and stuff. So I've been doing a lot of work with like the slime algae boss. So like we got the, you know, obviously the potions, and the potions give you keys, and then there's a chance to get like a key all event. And I've sort of nerfed the prices, buffed the rewards, and you know, I just want like people to be able to complete the set. So I don't have like a time frame for when the event will be ending, but like realistically, I want to do like summer update next week. So if I do summer update next week, then I should probably end Atlantis update this week. But I don't know, maybe I can have 2 updates running at once. I don't really know. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do with that. The problem is though, like if we look at the spawn area, like I would replace this with summer related stuff. And so the Atlantis crab will no longer be here. Or maybe I can have like Atlantis and summer. Like I don't know, but if I don't have the crab here, then a lot of people just won't know about the Atlantis update anyway. But I don't know. Oh, look, somebody just got a slime algae cluster. So everyone gets a key when that happens. And look, I've got 3 keys. So like you can literally AFK and then come back from AFK and you've got like slime algae keys. I think it's pretty cool. Like I'm really happy with that addition. But yeah, anyway, so that's like one thing. Then I've been working on this new event as well. I don't know if I've talked about it on video, but I had this build commissioned by Watch the Water. It's quite a huge mine that costs about $65, I believe. And then in the middle, got this huge cube. And so this is going to be my like weekend events when I don't have anything planned. The whole idea behind it is players will come to this area and mine out the entire mine. Along the way, they'll get things like gems and rewards. And if they end up mining out the whole thing, then, you know, the server will be rewarded with like, you know, huge boosters and stuff like that. So every weekend or every few weeks, I want to like just reset this and relaunch it. So like right now I have like this bluish theme, and then, you know, I can do like a red theme or an orange theme or a yellow theme or whatever. And so the whole idea, the whole name of this is going to be called Gemstone Rush. So like when you mine it, there's like a 1 in 100 chance you get a gem, and then the gem's the currency. If I come back to my workstation area, you can see I've been working on it a little bit, I think in here, right? So yeah, gonna have gems, and then I'll have like gem armor, gem pickaxe, and it'll just be like a nifty little thing. And so like this one will obviously be the blue one, but then maybe in a few weeks there'll be a red event, and then I'll keep the suffix, or I'll keep the lore the same, mine event, but I'll change the gems over to red gems, and it's just gonna be like something collectible, something fun. I think it'll be cool for the server. So yeah, that's that I'm working on. Obviously, I'm working on Pandora update as well. That is like really close to being done. I'm just sort of waiting on the boss to be made, and then when the boss is made, I can add like the final 2 items. But like so far, I've got like, you know, all these items here. I've got my compressors. The compressor system's working. We've got the tools. We've got the armor. I've got my Pandora stuff, and then I've got the did I have an armor somewhere? Yeah, I got like Pandora armor, Pandora sword. Sword's got looting 1, pickaxe has blast 2. Like with this blast 2, it's gonna sort of really bring it closer to a lot of these ranked pickaxes as well. So hope you guys have been working on your pickaxes. But yeah, that's just some cool stuff that I'm working on there. And then yeah, today I started working on my summer update, and this is where I'm up to at the moment. You can see my inventory is quite a mess at the moment as well. I've just been working on like cool little items and stuff, but so like here's the basic idea of how it works. Okay, so over here you can see I've got sand. So when you mine sand, you get sand. I didn't get any sand then. How come? Oh yeah, put my bypass on. So there you go. So I get a little sand, and then we can mine up more and more and more and more. And so it's gonna like be quite similar to how we had the Martian event, if you guys remember that. It was like mining into the surface and stuff. But anyway, once you got your sand, you get your shovels, and then you slowly upgrade it, and you get more and more efficiency. So now I've got insta mining sand, and then you can see here that I'm also gonna have like secret things that you can get as well. So for example, there'll be a seashell, which is 1 in 100, and then there'll be a bag of coins, which is 1 in 1,000. Right now, I've set the percentages to higher, so I can see whether or not it actually works or not. But yeah, so we got sand, and then, like I said, there'll be seashell. So I'll have like this cool seashell armor as well, which will be necessary. So there'll be like a default starter armor. I was thinking it'll be something like this, like all players will get. It looks pretty cool, I think. And so you need to have the armor to go into the event area, and then it'll just force you to like be sort of more equipped or more levelly equipped when you're like fighting mobs and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to have like this default armor that players can go into. Then there'll be seashell armor, which will be higher protection. And then I want to have like a loot box, like the Martian event. So basically the way it'll work is like where is it? Oh yeah, so you can do a whole bunch of mining of sand, and then you'll get like ultra compressed sand or whatever, and it'll be like sand plus a treasure gives you a loot box, and then the loot box will open and you'll get a whole bunch of goodies, including this armor, the Helios armor, which has fortune on it. And then you can upgrade the armor like you could do with a Martian armor, and you go like tier 1, tier 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, but I think that will be a cool idea. And then I've just been working on like little treasures as well. So I think pearls is kind of cool. A sun shard is cool. Turtle poop, lost gold, beach ball. If I have a wand, I'm gonna pin it to the brush, spyglass, and then yeah, this bag of coins as well that I've been working on. So if you crack open the bag of coins, you can get between 1 and 100,000, which I think is pretty cool. So just another way to get money. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm at the moment. Now I'm considering like adding fishing as well, but I don't know how to do the script thingy to... I don't know how to do that yet, so that's the thing I got to work on, obviously. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment with things. And so yeah, hopefully I have this all done by next week is my goal. I spoke to Water. I'm going to ask him to make a map for me. That should be done in the next few days. And yeah, that's just quite exciting. So yeah, I've got lots of things that I still need to make, and I need to try and make it as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, I'll be able to like dig treasure. So this is like the tier 5 shovel, but then after this there'll be like, you can put treasure finding on it or something, and then you can boost that up, and then yeah, you can find treasures, and then when you open the treasures, you'll get things like tokens and keys and blood and whatever, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I just want to have like lots of little like nifty collectible things, and now at the moment I'm just trying to like find different purposes of having these things. So like, I don't want to do too many sets of armor or anything, but I think like we'll have the Helios armor, I'll have the seashell armor, and I'll obviously just have like the beach armor as well, whatever. But then yeah, I want to have like little collectible things, so like a spyglass I think is cool. And then yeah, so I need to figure out something to do with like all these things. So like, I don't know, like what do you do with the pearl? I don't know. Sun shard, whatever. Like, so like maybe these can be like scrapped into like treasure scrap or something, and then the treasure scrap is like the second. Like I don't know. I'm just spitballing at the moment. But like yeah, this is all the work that I've done today, and yeah, obviously got more to do. Also, I want to show you guys. I added this new event to the server. It's called Fortune Frenzy, and it's my favorite, absolute favorite event at the moment. And so the way it works, I'll just trigger like a little free one. So I've got two versions of it. I've got like the 5-minute one, and then I've got like this hourly version as well. But here, this is Fortune Frenzy. So this will incentivize people to try and bring in new players and like add in stuff. So L events. Armit's a hater, right? L Armit in the comments. Anyway, every time a new player joins the server, the fortune multiplier will increase by 50%. And so what that means is basically go into the lobby, run an ad, and try and see how many people you can get to join the server. And then every time a new player joins, obviously the multiplier increases. So I've literally been running this every single hour, this Fortune Frenzy. Yeah, Armit doesn't like it because, you know, realistically, not that many people join within within 5 minutes or whatever. But even if you get like 1 or 2 people join, that's like a 1.5x or a 2x. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, the problem is people just don't add. People want to like enjoy the rewards, but they don't want to put in the work for the rewards. So yeah, anyway. I like it. I think it's really cool. Because like as a server owner, I want to give people like a reason to /ad for me. And so this is my reason. But as a player, people don't want to add because, you know, either they don't have ads or they're just lazy. And so they just want to have the perks of it. So yeah, this one here is, it's a 5-minute span and it increases by 50% per new player. I have made an hour-long version, and every time a new player joins, it increases by 10%. I did it before, and I had like 20 people join in an hour, and so the multiplier went up to like a 3x. Pretty cool. So what I've done now is I have made... Oh, look, somebody just joined. New player, now it's at 1.5x. Pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't know, I like it. Oh, look, another one. Look at that, now we're at a 2x. I really like this event. People don't like it. I don't know. But I made it myself, so maybe I'm just a little bit biased. Anyway, I like it. So, yeah, I've got like an hour-long version. And so the way the event system currently works is every single hour, a random event will run. And so what I've done is every single hour, a random event will still run, but also the hour-long Fortune Frenzy will reset. Look, 2.5x. Anyway, so yeah, every single hour, Fortune Frenzy will be live for an hour, and it'll be like 10% increases. So yeah, I don't know. I want to see like how high it can increase. And, you know, we're a few hours away from like peak server time. So I'll try and stay awake and see if I can capture it. I don't know if I'll share it in this video, but yeah, really excited about Fortune Frenzy, and yeah, just really excited about everything that I'm working on at the moment. About a week ago, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm probably going to stop this whole BTS series because I just feel like it took like a really dark path. But It's not until like I start recording and I just start yapping and yeah. Why do people do this? Why do people do this? Can anybody tell me like why do people do it? Why do people spam the M word? I actually do not understand. If somebody joins and they just spam the M word, they can just fuck off, honestly. But I don't get I don't get why people do it. Makes no sense. Anyway, yeah, I think that's enough yap for today. Oh, and it's episode 15, I just realized. And I remember saying a while back, every 5 episodes, I'll do an update on revenue. So let's go to that. It's this still feels so uncomfortable sharing it, and I think it always will. But yeah, these are our stats. This month alone, we're about $1,300. Our year to date is almost 10,000, which I think is really cool. You can see here, this was the time that we were down. It was like literally like no revenue except for this random day that had $100. But yeah, since we come back, we've been doing some nice numbers. I'll share some stats about the event that we've been doing. So with statistics, we can like calculate the total amount of money that like each individual product has made. So what I'll do is I'll show you, for example, how much the Martian event made, right? So, and I'll just do like Martian loot boxes. I know people like buy ranks and stuff during events, but like let me just show you how much money we made from the Martian loot box. So the Martian loot box was $1,000. We also had the Easter Bunny. How much did that make? $400. So Easter Bunny was first. Then we had the Martian. What else have we got? Oh, Thornvine. That was like one of the first ones that we did, I think. $150. But yeah, if we take a look at the Poseidon and the Slimealgae, look at this. We got lots of loot boxes here as well. But yeah, check this out. Boom. $2,000. $2,273 just on the loot boxes. How good is that? So yeah, I don't know what this new event is going to do for Easy Minds. Hopefully it performs as well as the previous ones. I got no idea. But yeah, I'm excited about it. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, I think. Feel free to drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you all next time, maybe.